Good morning, Wizards, and happy Tuesday, May 19th. Mr. Wisner here for Virtual Learning Day, Tuesday, May 19th. Well, yesterday was not the best day to get outside and play for sure, Wizards. Just dreary, rainy, kind of a sad day, but the good thing about days like yesterday is that everything's going to grow really fast now. You're going to see Wizards in the next towards the weekend. Everything's going to be green and blooming and fresh and new. And this weekend coming up looks like it's going to be a nice long weekend. So it looks like it's going to be a nice weekend weather-wise for the long 4-day weekend. So watch the weather forecast, but we'll put up a little rain early in the week for hopefully a better holiday weekend coming up. So let's take a look at the links for today before we get started with that. Parents, I just want to let you know I will be sending another reminder for the parent feedback. You will see a link in my email for that. If you already responded to that, great. You can disregard it. If you haven't filled it out, I would appreciate if you would fill out the little link on this parent feedback form. It's very short, just a couple questions, and any input we can get from the parents, I would really appreciate it. So you will see that on the email, and like I said, if you already did it, you may disregard it. Before we get into the robber for today's learning in math, Dreambox or ABC, okay? You can do, in addition to that or substitute for that, you may do 1, 2, 3 pages of the problem-solving packets. There's 4 of them, Wizards. There's an algebra packet, there's a base 10 operations packet, measurement and data, and then a geometry packet. If you look at the slides, Wizards, for today's links, you will see those there. Anytime it says 4 problem-solving packets, that's what we're talking about. For reading, you're going to continue working on a block poster. Remember, it's a poster divided into 4 sections. Today's lesson will be the second block, focusing on fluency. And fluency, when we're talking about fluency, Wizards, we're talking about not only being fluent in our head reading quietly, but being fluent as we read out loud. So I'm going to encourage everybody this week with the long weekend to try to record one more book for me in Raz Kids. Now, if you want to record a book you've already read to make it nice and easy, fluent-wise, for me to listen, that'd be great. But I do like to listen to those, and I like to listen to how fluent some of you are, and a lot of you read with a lot of expression. I love that. So between now and next Monday, coming up, the holiday weekend, you get an extra couple days there. I would encourage everybody to try to record themselves one more time this year in Raz Kids so I can listen to you with the focus on fluency. So feel free to read a book you've already read again, but that you haven't recorded before. I'd like to hear you record one more book. Right now I have about 3 people that have yet to record, so that's really good. I'm hoping by the end of the week that I have 100%, all 22 students recording. Okay, there are brain breaks this week, or for the slide for today, Tuesday, May 19th. Those are always optional. If you have another way to get out and get some exercise, great. You'll see a video link from me for second grade for poetry. We're going to focus on haikus and how those blend together and how they are formed. There's a certain pattern to haikus, so make sure you're looking at the slides. It all has to do with syllables, how you clap out words. Each line has a certain number of syllables. So make sure, Wizards, you are looking at those slides when you're doing those haikus, okay? We also have a word work assignment for today. That'll be Packet 2, page 4. Packet 2, page 4, okay? And then specials, check your specials links in the slides, and also I will have a link on my email, an extra link from Mrs. Nordstrom for her video. She likes to send those videos, and then of course the enrichment. So other than that, that'll be it for learning for today. Try to get outside, dodge the raindrops if you can, and in the meantime, let's read a little bit of the Robber Hotzenplotz. The next chapter is Gee Up Donkey, Gee Up Donkey. If you remember, the chief inspector was off. He wanted to run and try to find the Robber Hotzenplotz, but the boys had to stop him and say, "You're in your underwear." All right, Gee Up Donkey. Casper and Sepple suggested fetching the chief inspector's other uniform from his house. Unfortunately, however, it turned out that Mr. Dimplemoser had taken it to the cleaners the day before, and they had told him he couldn't get it back until next Wednesday. and it might not be ready till Thursday or Friday. Well, it doesn't have to be your uniform, said Caspero. You must have other suits you could wear. That's just it, I don't, groaned the chief inspector. He confessed that he had no other clothes in his wardrobe at all. Not so much as a pair of jeans. I'm always on duty, you see, he explained, and people on duty always wear their uniforms. Can you imagine that, wizards? Not going to bed in your pajamas, always in uniform? For a moment they were at a loss. What would they do? I know what, said Caspero after a bit of thought. We'll take you to our house. You'll be in good hands there. Grandmother won't mind. Will you, Grandmother? Grandmother agreed with Caspero. Caspero and Sepple borrowed a handcart and an empty pickle barrel from the woman who sold the vegetables on the corner. It was not exactly easy to persuade Mr. Dimplemoser to climb into the barrel where the pickles were and consent to being taken home in it. It smelled like pickles inside that barrel. I'm not a pickle, am I? Well, I ask you. Pickles are not proper places for officers of the law. However, finally he did get into the pickle container, since there was nothing else he could do. Caspero and Sepple put the wooden lid on the pickle barrel, placed themselves in front of the handcart, and were about to set off. Wait a minute, called Grandmother. Not so fast. I'll have to lock up the fire station first. Hotzenplotz will steal the fire engine from under our very noses if we don't look out. But he has the other key, Mr. Dimplemoser's key. He can get into the fire station any time he wants to. Never mind, said Grandmother. We must do things properly. So Caspero and Sepple waited while she locked up the fire station. Then they started off, pulling the handcart. Grandmother ran along beside, pushing it. The people they met on the way must have thought the three of them had bought a barrel of pickles at the vegetable market, and now they were carting home the pickles. Of course, if they had come near enough, they would have heard there was someone inside, someone who kept complaining in muffled tones. Goodness me, what a smell in here. I smell like a cucumber. Now I smell like a pickle. At this rate, I'll be a pickle till my dying day. Of course, that was Chief Inspector deep inside the barrel. But at least nobody had to see him without his clothes. And it's so cramped. I'm black and blue all over. Ah, my nose. Oh, my left shoulder. Ah, my back seat. You think my bones are made of rubber? Do you suppose my head is a cotton ball? He was yelling out from the barrel. As the journey went on, the Chief Inspector felt worse and worse inside the pickle barrel, and the worse he felt, the louder he complained. Once or twice, Grandmother tried to calm him down. Hush, Inspector, hush. What will everyone think if they hear sounds coming from the pickle barrel? When that didn't work, Caspero and Sepple struck up a little nonsense song to try to be louder than the noises coming from the barrel. Gee up, donkey do, dumplings in the stew. If you want to drive in state, buttered parsnips will not wait. We'll be coming too. Gee up, donkey do. Grandmother joined in too at the top of her voice, and between them they finally managed to drown out Mr. Dimplemoser's sounds from the pickle barrel. Here's a picture of Grandmother, Caspero Sepple, pushing the cart along with all the people looking, and they're hearing them sing their nonsense song, and maybe they're hearing the Chief Inspector hidden inside the barrel with only his underwear on. And I think that's where we'll stop with that picture, because the next chapter is on the next page, and that's Something Must Be Done. Something must be done. So we'll stop there for today, Wizards. All right, Wizards. That's it for Tuesday, May 19th learning. I hope you have a great day. Try to get outside. Parents, if you can fill in the feedback form, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you have already, you may disregard it. And we will talk again on Wednesday. Have a great day, Wizards. Mr. Wisner signing off. Bye-bye.